Flood forecasters south of the border say there's a strong chance of a major flood in Fargo, North Dakota this spring, saying it could be of record proportions. The forecast says all communities along the Red River in the state are at risk, and a recent snowstorm made things even worse. Forecasters say there's now a 40% chance the red will reach a record height in Fargo and a 50% chance it will pass the 2009 levels in Emerson. The 2009 levels forced a number of low-lying properties in Winnipeg to be sandbagged. Manitoba forecasters are expecting to update their flood outlook later today. Manitobans are still reacting to the tax hike contained in the provincial budget. Our premier says the 1% hike in the provincial sales tax is needed for funding infrastructure. But as BT's Alex Brown says, the public just isn't buying it.
From the clothes on your back to the gas in your car, there's no escaping a 1% PST increase. And this has consumers upset.
Just out of the blue. I don't like it, honestly.
I'm not positive I'm going to see returns that I would expect.
Now, the small things like your daily coffee is not where your wallet may noticeably take the biggest hit, but purchase something a little bit more expensive, like a car, and that 1% will seem like a whole lot more.
That's 1% on 30,000 minimum. You know, that's going to hit me right in the pocket. Absolutely.
Lauren Weiss of the Manitoba Real Estate Association sees the PST increase as a problem for those looking to purchase a home. He says though buying property is exempt from the PST, it's the investments the homeowners make after the purchase where they will feel the pinch.
Over the next 3 years, that buyer spends another $40,000 on ancillary expenditures. That could be everything from moving costs to lawyers' fees, new paint, some furniture. In Manitoba, that represents a $600 million contribution to the economy.
Despite all this opposition, Premier Greg Selinger says the province will still change a law to forego a referendum and quickly invest the money into infrastructure.
They should speak out on it, and we have to show results for it. And we will show results all throughout the province of Manitoba. We have a construction season right in front of us. We need to start these projects now.
So like it or not, as of July 1st, our wallets will be a little lighter thanks to more tax. For Breakfast Television, I'm Alex Brown.
Progressive Conservative leader Brian Pallister has vowed to reverse the tax hike should his party form the next government. Pallister will hold a news conference this morning where he will present alternatives to the tax increase announced in the budget. There's a new look on the way for Confusion Corner, one of Winnipeg's busiest intersections. Workers are tearing down what was once Bruni's Auto on Osborne to make way for a 4-story office tower. Demolition is set to take 4 to 6 weeks. The main floor of the new tower has already been leased to a restaurant with a grand opening planned for 2014. Manitoba Métis Federation President David Chartrand will address the Winnipeg Chamber of Commerce over the lunch hour today.
You walk into Ledge today, I stand.
Chartrand will be speaking on the recent land claims ruling for Manitoba. Chartrand's address is expected to begin around 12:45 at the Metropolitan Entertainment Center on Donald Street. Chartrand is the longest-serving president in the MMF's history. Winnipeg Harvest and the Asper Foundation are teaming up to create a new training facility at the food bank. The Asper Learning and Friendship Village at Winnipeg Harvest will provide a safe haven and gathering place for immigrants, food bank clients, and low-income individuals. The Asper Foundation chose yesterday to announce the center as it fell on the 10th anniversary of Israel Asper announcing his intention to build the Canadian Museum for Human Rights, and Winnipeg Harvest was one of the first organizations to support it.
Because of the recognition of the role that a Canadian Museum for Human Rights can play in not just discussing and thinking about the questions, the big questions of human rights, but providing a place for civil dialogue and hopefully for change.
The village will provide life skills training activities that focus on personal empowerment and employment readiness. We've got more news coming up at 8 a.m., but now with a check on the forecast, here's Jenna Kahn.